Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business, a candy sheet chat with all
All
of
of us.
So today's topic is
Mhm. Faith in the process, trusting the journey before the results show up.
yes. So that's what we're gonna be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but I currently reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
So, my name is Musumala, the face behind musumconsult.com, originally from Nigeria, but living and working by choice in USA, New Jersey. I'm a healthcare worker. We are called RadTech in USA. UK, we are called radiographers, and then different names everywhere. Basically, we work in the imaging sector of the healthcare system. And I'm a proud owner of this digital business and equally a mentor here.
Hello, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Adejo. Let me just speak like Auntie Mosu. I am the face behind or in front of Smart Diva. And I choose to live in Canada with my 5 children and my husband by choice. I love the way you did. And I work here now. Well, I was working here, since 2022 that we came to Canada. Until 2 months ago when I said, enough, let me do this digital business full time because it has proven to, be more rewarding and successful than everything I've dabbled into, apart from my marriage and my 5 kids.
After marriage. Thank God.
So, guys, I'm very excited to be here again this afternoon. Happy Sunday. I am a global coach in this community. I'm also a digital business owner and consultant. Thank you for having me.
Hola, my name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico. I'm living here in North Carolina, USA, with my family, my husband, my kids. I'm a digital business owner and a mentor.
Thank you, everyone. We also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinar. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business. All you have to do is just register in any of the websites on the screen, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the live webinar. So we do have a comment here from Emmanuel Woodenstone. Please, good evening. How are you, my friend? Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comment.
Hi.
So yeah, so when you register into a website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. So the first one is to register for the live webinar. So you can register for either Tuesdays or Thursday, because that one will take you to a page that will have two buttons. So you can register for either one or for both. Our live webinars, like we mentioned, is every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. MST, and 8 p.m. EST. The second link that you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot make it, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, what am I going to find out on the webinar? So on the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get the opportunity to listen from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So let's find out who were the hosts and panelists from this past Thursday's live webinar.
Mm,
Sorry.
beautiful. We had Chris and Karen. I mean, they are the host, and Chris was a former firefighter, and Karen was also elementary VP formerly. So now they are both fully in this business. And also we had Anne, who is a sales and marketing executive. We had Rekha, who is a registered nurse. And we had Tony and Rita, also a couple in this business. If the business is not working, Tony is an IT guy, and Rita is in recruitment, and the two of them are both in this business. If it's not working, husband and wife will not dive into it. So write down with us and
We
see.
also had Annabelle. She is a retired nurse. So
Uh-huh.
you can see the common factor here. A lot of people retiring like myself, yeah.
Yeah,
And we had
yeah.
Radha, former, you see that, former, retired, job quitter, very recurrent. Radha was former corporate employee. We
Mhm,
had Manisha Bahen, former brick and mortar business owner. Then we
mhm.
had Sangita, a software engineer. So one thing is sure here is either you quit your job and do this full time because you are seeing an incredible result here, or you can also do it on the side. It's flexible enough for everybody.
Thank you, Musimola. Thank you, Elizabeth. So if you're catching this replay before Tuesday's live webinar, our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinars have subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So if you want to learn how to start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is just register in any of the websites on the screen, and we'll be happy to send you that link to watch the webinar. All right, so let's dive into our topic. So, what is our topic for today?
Oh,
Okay, today in Eagles in Digital Business, we have faith is the process, trusting the journey before the results show up. So stay tuned. We're going to dive into this topic today.
Yes, that's right. So today we're gonna be talking, like we mentioned. So it's not about doing more; it's about showing up with meaning. So that's what we're gonna be talking. So
hmm.
today we are diving into something that is not always easy, but so important, and that's trusting the process. And I think this is the hardest part that I found myself. I don't know about the other ones, but I found this is the hardest part of the hardest part of this journey. You know, it's the process, even when you don't see immediate results. So maybe you have been showing up, posting, learning, taking action, but you're wondering when will things start working? You know, so everyone's journey is different. Some people go faster, some people go
Mhm,
slow, and
mhm,
so you just gotta enjoy your journey. But we do face this process, you know.
mhm.
So let's talk about why faith in the process is your greatest asset and how to keep going when it feels like nothing it's happening. So that's what we're gonna be talking today. So what are today's points?
The reality of the journey, that's the first one. And the second one is how to keep faith when results are delayed.
Yes. So let's start with our first point.
Okay, the reality of the journey. In the digital world, we often see the highlight reels, but what we don't see are the long nights, the doubts, the quiet seasons where no one is cheering you on yet. So, building a business, just like building anything meaningful, takes time. Seeds grow underground before they bloom above ground.
That's true.
And you're not behind, you are in preparation, and that's powerful.
Yeah.
So this first point here is already very powerful, right? Because it's true, you know, a lot of times, or every time when you start something, you have to put in a lot of effort. Long nights, you have to really. Sometimes you even get headaches from trying to understand and learn, and adapt to all these changes, all these new things that you're wanting to learn, right? And nobody sees that, but you're the one putting in the time, you're the one putting in the effort, and you're the one who has everything invested in this, right? Because you have a dream, you have a goal, you have a vision, and so you're working for that. And even though you don't see any results, even though nobody's telling you, like, you know, I get you, I understand you're working a lot, or you're staying up late, because nobody sees you, but you're doing it for yourself. And that's what matters, because people don't normally see these things. People only see when people are already having success, and they're like, oh, they're so lucky they got there in overnight. But they don't see all the struggles, they don't see all the things that you're putting in. And so for everyone else it's just luck, when in truth it's effort, dedication, persistence, all these things, right? So building a business or building anything that um, is meaningful takes time. Everything in life takes time. When you're trying to develop, when you're trying to grow something, it's going to take time. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to make it come true. You just have to be persistent. Every day you have to cheer yourself on. If you don't have anybody cheering you on, you have to be the one telling yourself, keep going, you're going to make it. You're closer than you were the day before. So the example here I like it that says that seeds grow underground before they bloom above ground. And this is true. If you're a person who does gardening, who plants seeds, that a lot of times, you even wonder, because some seeds take longer than others. You go, you plant them, and it'll be days and days. Sometimes it'll be a week, 2 weeks, and you're like, how come I don't see anything yet? And before you know it, you start seeing them come out, right? So
Mhm.
every seed takes a different time to come out. So
Mhm.
this is the same for us. We all have different results. We all have a different journey. So we just have to, be happy with what we have and keep working so that we can achieve the results that we want. So we are not competing with anybody. You are your own competition. So, just make sure that you're investing in you and that you're growing every day, and
Mhm.
you'll see yourself bloom before you know it.
Mhm.
Um, Isabel has spoken elaborately on this topic, and I think she did justice to it. So, but what I just want to add to everything she has said is, even the Bible acknowledges that we should not despise the days of little beginning. You see the Fortune 500 companies, you see big organization, not only in this digital business, every business you can think of takes time to grow. You won't see the behind the scenes. You won't see days of little beginning, the sweat, the prayers, the struggle. What we see is boom, success. And we applaud and we envy, or we wish we were them, or we wish we were working for such organizations. Everything starts with a vision, but showing up every day, being persistent, being consistent at the end of the day, just like they say the parable of the bamboo tree in one country or so, that it takes longer time to, go deeper, deeper in the ground before you see it go up, you
Mhm.
know. So those are the years of seeding and budding and tending to it. And then boom, it goes up. I just wanted to add that to what Isabella has already.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think everyone has pretty much, like it's the same, like this is a journey that, like it has ups and downs, and like that's when we are down is because, we face some doubts, like in our journey, we'll face those. That's what I was calling earlier, like the process. Um, it's that's the hardest part, I think, for me, that I found in the journey, to be able to understand that. But once you understand that, I think it will be easier for you. Yes, we will have our moments because that's normal. We are humans, and sometimes, we need to take our time off to reflect and continue. So but it's something that we have to go through on our journey. But even like people don't get to see all the work that we put behind, for this business. um it's for you, to see, to enjoy the journeys, for you um to feel proud of what you are building, because this is what is building you. This is how you're growing as a person, you're growing as an entrepreneur. And we have seen this from our leaders, like when they have been placed on the hot seat, they're already successful, and they have asked them, like, would you change something from your journey now, that you know what you know? And they say no, because they wouldn't be who they are if it wasn't because all those things that they have to go through, and this is something that, yeah, a lot of people don't see that, like Isabel mentioned, they only see the success, but before that, behind those success, there's a lot of doubts, there's a lot of hard work, sleepless night, or that were working behind the scenes to do this, a lot of training. But at the end of the day, is your business. You are the one taking your own ownership, so everyone, uh, do their business at their own pace. Some people want to like push it forward because they want to see results fast, um, and some people, take their time. um, but like, it's a journey that ups and downs, and these are things that, you as the audience, sometimes you don't see. We do mention some of these things, in our lives, so you get to see, what is happening behind the scenes, because it's not always rose color. We do have our moments, where of doubt, that we question in ourselves, if we're doing this, if this is gonna work, but we know it works because we have seen it, with our own eyes. It's just that, it's hard. It's a journey, but that's what I say, is that the journey is the process, the mentality. It's like a mentality challenge. It's a mentality test that you have to endure during this journey, at the beginning of the journey, because later on, it gets easier.
Oh.
But it's just at the beginning that you have to, really start to understanding, that it takes time. And I love the analogy that Isabel also mentioned about the different seeds, because all the seeds, like, they bloom in difference, like some will bloom faster, some will bloom,
Mm.
it will take months to bloom, or even years, um, but they all blooms on their own time. And
Mhm.
that's what it matters. It doesn't matter how long it will take you, but everyone gets to the same destination. So that's, you just have to
Yeah.
keep doing your work, keep persistent, be resilient, believe in yourself. Even if nobody believes in you, you have to believe in yourself, have faith on God, and then keep going and keep pushing, and then you reach out to your final destination. So that's what I would say to that.
Mhm. Mm.
You want to add something, Mutumola,
No,
or?
no, no, it's okay.
Okay. So this second point that we have is actually on four sub points of this point. So we're going to start with the first two.
Okay, so how to keep faith when results are delayed? The first thing is that you redefine progress. Progress is not always visible, it's the mindset shift. That mindset shift is actually a big one. You see, no, you will feel it. The clarity, the habits you are building behind the scenes. Trust that what you are doing now is laying the foundation for what is to come. So, the next thing is that you must stay plugged into community. Surround yourself with people who remind you of what's possible, even when you forget. Sometimes when I see Sister Elizabeth displaying everything like this, dancing, 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 she is somebody I can touch. It's not AI. She is somebody I've seen her in her house sitting down eating with her bare fingers. So I know she's real. So surround yourself with people who remind you of what's possible, even when you tend to forget. Sometimes you need someone to borrow belief from until you find your own again. How do you borrow belief? You talk to Isabel. She tells you, yes, 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 it's possible. And don't tell me anything negative. I don't want to hear that because this is my own experience and I've seen it. You talk to Sandy and she tells you, oh, yeah, this thing works because I have my evidence. Yes, so you are leaning on their own belief. You are standing on their own shoulders so that you can see what you will not see when you sit down. When you are at their level, you may not see what they are seeing. So you climb on their shoulders and you can see far. So, I mean, these are just the two that I want to talk about.
So I look at that topic, redefine progress. So just like Auntie Mosu said, initially maybe you came into this digital business because a lot of people are flaunting checks. And you expected that within 2 months, 3 months, boom, your checks will start flowing in. And then 2 months, 3 months down the line, you're actually making connections. You are learning digital skills. You are growing, developing yourself, having meaningful relationships, having a lot going on for you, but the checks have not started coming. It doesn't mean you are not making progress. So for me, that hits home, redefining your progress. Your progress may not be that you've not had partners join or you've not seen money or seen big money like other people in the community. It could be that you are building yourself for the future, building yourself for when the big money start coming, how you can manage it, you know, building yourself digitally, gaining knowledge. Or it could be that you are meeting amazing people like Auntie Mosu, Sandy, Isabel, having relationships that will endure, that will stand the test of time. So progress is progress, no matter how small, no matter the color of that progress. Progress is progress. But one thing is sure, we have a system that works and millions of people are seeing results. It means with consistency, with positive mindset, you will get there. You will see those results. Thank you so much for this redefining progress.
Okay. So we're gonna go to the next point, the 3 and 4 of this point.
Okay, so three is anchor yourself in your why. And this is going to be your fuel. That's what's going to fuel your journey. Your why is the strongest thing that you have. Go back to your why you started. The purpose is what keeps you moving forward when motivation fades. And you really have to have a powerful why did I start? Why did I see this opportunity, or why did I start this opportunity? And it has to be something that is going to keep you going every day, something powerful, something that is stronger than anything else. So your why is the fuel that keeps you going. Your why will carry you when results haven't caught up yet. And it's hard because a lot of people give up in the middle of the way. But I don't know if you ever heard that story of the guy who stopped 3 feet away from goal. I always remember that. I'm like, I don't want to be that person, so I keep going every day. I'm like, I'm close. I'm closer today than I was yesterday to achieving my dreams, to achieving my goals. And my why is the reason why I get up every day and I try and I keep going and I keep investing time. So your why is the biggest thing that you have, because you want to change your life. You want something better. You're looking for a better version of yourself. So keep going. Don't let anything stop you. Focus on your why and focus on your vision, where you're heading. So stay true to yourself as well. Speak life into your vision. Your affirmations declare your goal like they are already happening. And this is something that not everybody practices, but affirmations, doing affirmations every day and really believing in you more than anything, believing in you and doing these affirmations every day is going to get you closer to your goals. But you have to do it every day and believe within you, believe with everything that you have that you're getting closer to that you're getting closer to your goal, and that these affirmations, the things that you're saying, are powerful enough that they're getting into your mind, and that you're convincing yourself that yes, it's possible, right? Faith is believing before seeing, because action fueled by faith attracts momentum. And that's something else. Faith, believing, like I said before, believing in you before you start seeing the results. You're the only one who knows how much work you're putting in, how much you're investing in learning and doing things that you were not doing before. Maybe you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone so much that you know that you're heading the right direction, right? Because before you were not doing any of these things, and maybe before you didn't have a clear goal like you have it now. So keep believing, keep that faith in you, and that action that you're doing, those actions, those daily actions, even if they're small, they're going to get you closer to where you want to be, because faith attracts momentum. So keep working. That work that you're doing is not, going unknown. That is going to get you closer to where you want to be, because you're building that momentum now with everything that you're doing.
Okay, so to me, to add to it, like I've been there, where my why was the fuel. Like I had one moment in my journey where I started to doubt, because like, we want things fast, but it doesn't happen that way. It takes time. So I started to have doubts, but, because of my why, that's what made me, keep continue, because, I questioning myself, why am I doing this? Do you want to go back to where you were before? No, I want to keep going forward. So your why is going to remind you that. It's going to remind you that why you're doing this, because you don't want to go backwards. You want to go forward. You want a better life for you and your family. So it's really your fuel. It's really what push you, and this is what, many times, a good example is this, when immigrants parents come to this country, um, to for a better future for your kids, they do what they have to do to be able to, to have that, bring that family, a better lifestyle for their family, for their kids, even if it's doing things that, um, there were jobs that they were not doing in their country, and they have to do other jobs that are not their jobs, but they do it because they know that that's the only way that will build that better future for their kids, so it's hard, it's not easy for them, but they remember their why is their family, so that's the same thing, your why is here, your family. What is it that you want a better lifestyle, you want to take care of your health, for example. That's your why that keeps you forward. You don't want to go back to where you were because it was too stress, you know um and there's no job that there's no stress. There's always going to be a job that there is a stress, so you really have to take care of your health. So you have to value, what is important for you. Is it continue working or taking care of your health? And there's two things that are important in life, and that is your health and your family. So once you know that, you push for your why. You fight for the why, and your why is the fuel that was gonna keep you, pushing, and it's gonna give you that resilience to keep continue and not giving up. You know, um, so that's always, like, it's gonna give you that reminding of yourself. Like, okay, you have to continue. Doesn't matter how hard it is. Keep going. You're almost there. You know,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, keep pushing and speak life into vision. The faith. I think the faith is the most important. Believing in you, believing that this is working, believing in God, that God is doing His part. You're doing your part, and God is doing His part. Um, so praying, praying that like this is going to work. That you have to keep having faith that it's going to happen. Um, when the time is right, it will happen for you. In the meantime, you have to continue your journey, you have to learn. Sometimes, when it doesn't happen right away, it's because you have to build that foundation on the business that you're doing. Maybe you're not ready for that. So God knows best what is best for us. So when the time is right, you will be, seeing, the success, and the thing is going to open. But in the meantime, you have to have faith. It's a test for you that you have to pass. And then you just have to have that, that belief that it's going to happen. Pray to God, do affirmations, to start building, your mindset, and start thinking, because, self-doubts will kick in, but you have to have that, um, building that, working on that subconscious mind to be able to create that, um, strong resilience, with the faith that you have and the belief. So that's what I would share for this. I don't know if someone wants to add something. No.
Well, I just want to say that life and death lies in the power of the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
So get to see people say, I am not a marketer, or I can never succeed.
Uh-uh.
Do you know what you are doing to your life with your mouth? It's there in the word of God. It says there is power in this your mouth, what you say to yourself, to your children, in fact, to everybody. That's why we should be careful to select what we speak. So you come on board, you see our result, and maybe your own is delayed. It doesn't mean we won't succeed. What we have proven is that the system works, the
Yeah.
business pays, the business can make you successful, it can enable you quit. And that's why when we were introducing all the panelists, you see something like former, retired, quit. Those English are very consistent in our community. It means you may just be the next person to be addressed, former firefighter, former nurse, former teacher, but you just have to keep your faith. You just have to speak positivity to every situation you see, to your business partners. Only God knows, I'm telling you guys the truth. Everybody in my team is a prayer topic to God. God knows the names of everybody in my team, because the way I mention them is like I'm having a conversation with God every day. I do that. So that's just for the business side. I do that in my family. I call people by name. So speak it, speak good things, speak what you want to see in your business. It's just a matter of time. You will see results like others.
Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so what are the key takeaways for this topic?
Don't quit 5 minutes before your breakthrough. Every step, every decision, every brave yes is compounding, even if you can't see it yet. And faith isn't passive, it is very, very active. It's an active trust showing up, serving, believing even before the evidence appears. Absolutely.
And what is the message for the audience?
Okay, comment faith if you're in this for the long game, or send a message if you need a reminder that your journey matters. So please comment below. We would love to hear from you.
Yes, and we have arrived to our end of the live. So we hope so that you got inspired with this topic, and start believing in yourself, and start having faith, and always remember your why in whatever. I mean, it doesn't have to be only on the business, but it could be also in your life. What are you doing? What are you fighting for your dreams? Always remember your why. So, if you have something that you loved about this topic, or something that you want to share, you can share it in the comments with us, and we'll be happy to read it and reply to your comments. Um, Saying that, we want to say thank you for everyone that has watched the lives with us today, and for all of those that are gonna be catching the replay. Thank you so much to our followers. Thank you for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content and being part of our journey. Um, We do have some like emojis here from Becky Henry, Andale Pai Aguari Andale. And we also have from a heart emoji from Paulina Rendon Aguilar. So yeah, so thank you everyone for all your heart and like emojis. We really appreciate it. So um, and we do have a comment here from Jacqueline Brown. So thanks very much, panel. Definitely holding on. Will not let go until I see the desired results. Thank you for
Mhm.
sharing.
Yes.
Thank you, Jacqueline, for joining. She's my business partner
Oh,
from
okay.
Ontario. Thank you, Becky. She's my younger sister from Port Harcourt, Nigeria.
Mm-mm. Mhm.
Um, so yeah, so thank you everyone. And then if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, you can send us a comment, type the word more info, or you can send us a private message, or you can register into our websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch our free webinar where you're gonna learn, how our online business plan works. And also, you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists from which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. So the first one is to register for the live webinar. That one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday and Thursdays. So you can register for either one, since our live webinars is every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. MST, and 8 p.m. EST. So you can register for either one or for both days. The second link that you get there is the link to the replay. So just in case you cannot attend to the replay of the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, if you want to catch this replay before Tuesday's live webinar, here are the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, so this past Thursday, we had Chris and Karen as our host. Chris is a former firefighter, and Karen is a former elementary vice principal. We also had Annie, she's a sales and marketing executive. Reika is a registered nurse. And we had another couple here, Tony and Rita, an IT. I think Tony's in IT and Rita is in recruitment.
We had Annabelle, a retired nurse. We had Radha, former corporate employee. We had Manisha Bahen, former brick and mortar business owner. We had Sangita, a software engineer.
So thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Elizabeth. So if you're catching this replay before Tuesday's live webinar, our replays have subtitles in several languages. And our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So now you know, if you want to learn how to start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is just register in any of the websites on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. If you are following us on, or you're not following us actually on Facebook, you can follow us up here on the top to get to know us a little bit more, who we are and what type of content we post in our pages. And if you're watching us from YouTube and you're not subscribed to our channel, you can subscribe to our channel and press that notification bell to get notified when we post new content and when we go live. So that way you keep learning about this online opportunity until you decide that, to take that leap of faith and join us. So we hope so that, we get to see you in the inside one day. So this is for you, just to learn to see behind the scenes of an online business entrepreneur and what are the benefits that, you get when you start an online business. So you get to learn all that in this live. So, okay, so let's find out what is our topic for next Sunday.
Next Sunday, the topic is going to be start before you are ready. How imperfect action creates real success.
Yes. So keep planting seeds. Your harvest is coming. So just have faith and it will happen. So thank you everyone for being here with us today. We have arrived to the end of our lives. So we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and a happy and blessed Monday for those who are already on Monday. And happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So thank you again for watching. God bless you all, and have a blessed day. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bless